Hi, in this video I'm going to go over the base that I've built myself in Subnautica below zero. It was a Shadow Leviathan Observatory base that I have created pretty much just to watch the Shadow Leviathan swim around it and see what it does and acts like. For the last couple of months I've been taking a break from my normal games like Daisy and Amari, mostly just to focus on something new and try to find just a new project. I played both of the Subnauticas and they really hit the spot for me. The base building and the exploration and the constant fear of being this little obsolete person. Definitely a great survival game if you're looking for something that you were always in danger. Now let's get into the base and start going over it.
Aboard, Captain.
So this first room I like to call my power and organization room. I did make it a little wonky, like when you come in you have to go up this ladder, and I have a little biomass system up here collecting energy. I made this one over on top of my nuclear reactor, so it gives it a little bit of stress relief when it comes to eating away the reactors. But as you can see, I have just about everything labeled and organized. I have a second piece one too for a few that I've had just like an overabundance of, especially down here in the crystal caverns. There is an overabundance of just about everything you can think of up here. There's a few top area flora and obviously fish that aren't here, but overall I'm pretty self-sustainable down here. This is actually where the base started too. It was originally just going to be a little pod for me to come down here and stop, but it ended up just being more. I like the spot a lot. Moving on from that, I'm going to go and show you my living quarters. It is a huge giant cube basically of the large rooms built into a 5-piece brick basically. So this is just the first entrance level. As you can see, there's really nothing in here but reinforcements. Building this giant base, I found it almost like you needed to make some of these and then just cover them in reinforcements to make it work. So the bottom level is my aquarium. Probably my favorite level, honestly, just because I love that you can collect little fish and put them in the cabinets and stuff in here. And I like games like that. I just when I played Terraria, I was my main thing was collecting all the animals inside the little glass, I can't think of the word, glass containers. And this was just this is awesome. This is so perfect for me. I love being able to try to collect every single fish and just get it all in here and then actually be able to see what I collect. I haven't collected every single fish in the game yet, but I am slowly working my way to doing it. The next room I'm going to is my grow room. This is basically how I've kept myself sustainable down here this entire time. I know I don't have every single plant that I could be growing down here, but it's kind of a hassle to get down to this 600-meter mark down in the crystal cave. So driving back and forth, sometimes I just completely forget to bring down any more stuff to grow. I did find the stuff at Outpost 0, but I don't believe that I have tried to transfer the stuff from Marguerite's greenhouse, but I am going to eventually make a trip up there and get everything down here that I can. This room I would call the water purification room because it has my water purifier. I was going to put 2 more side by side here, but at the time of making this video, I didn't have the stuff to do it. But eventually this whole room will just be dedicated to clean water. And the top floor itself would be my room. This is my personal little room that I've made. I've actually made this room 3 times, one on Subnautica, the first one, and then I made this exact room on the surface and took every single thing down and to recreate it down here. I even took screenshots and everything because I wanted this to I'm OCD about certain things in games. I wanted this exact room just placed back down 600 meters deep. But yeah, as you can see, I have all the cool posters, all the Subnautica 1 posters, this sick ass bed that I thought this was one of the coolest things I found in the game, honestly. And then out here, it's just a little hangout chill area. When I only had one large room up on the surface, like I said, this was exactly how I had it. I was gonna make a little kitchen area over here, but I don't think I really have enough room because of the giant tank in the middle of the room. Speaking of the big ass thing in the middle of the room, this would be my giant aquarium, where I'm trying to collect all of the big creatures inside of the game. I'm gonna put a little bit just one of each small fish in here. I accidentally let a bunch of sea monkeys breed in here, so one day I came back and there was 100 of them and it killed some of my fish. This guy right here though would probably have to be my favorite. I love that he's the color of oil spilt on a driveway, and then hit with the sun. It's really cool. And then of course I got the lily paddler up here, that little tricky guy. I really love this game. I've said it before, I really love that you can collect these things that you find, like all these creatures out here. It really helps like add to the science factor of the game. Like you really are like a scientist trying to observe everything along the way of also trying to find out the story. So leaving the entrance to the cube brings me out to my sea truck dock, where this was like really essential to build down here. I kept driving it down here and almost letting it die. So this is another thing that's kind of started the base too. Like I built this and I built that thing down there, and I wanted to connect the two. And then below that I have my fully upgraded radar, which, my god, down here in the crystal caves, man, this thing is awesome. Anything that I need, I just click on and I got it. And then across from that we have the command center. I know this room has some features, but I don't think I've fully figured them all out yet, besides just changing the colors of the build. And then the part we've all been waiting for, the Shadow Leviathan Observatory tunnels. Now, I have it down so I know where she's gonna come from. I've named her Pam, by the way. So I know Pam will come down here, kind of like swoop around. It actually gets stuck right here, but I'm kind of a fan of it getting stuck because, so instead of it just going through its normal little sector and just swimming around really quickly, it will get stuck here and try to actually get itself unstuck. Like it's like it knows. It will shuffle around, and then sometimes it will cause it to do odd behavior like this. I've been down here now. This was more towards the end of the build, and I've never seen it crawl back up into this little crack up here. Like that, I don't know. I like things like that. I like seeing it work. I like seeing the AI use different tactics and go different places when it knows it's stuck and not in its normal routine. But after Pam figured this situation out, it comes back down here and flies, or I should say swims, right around the tubes itself. Definitely, it's gotta be the coolest thing I've built in this game. I built a few different bases between the first and second one, and this one is 1000% my favorite. Basically because of Pam. Pam is a good pet. Though she has tried to kill me probably 100 times since I started this base, I will include that all in a different video called Dealing with Pam. If you watched this far, I highly appreciate it. Subnautica and Below Zero has basically been my little escape from DayZ, and it's been giving me a lot of creativity around the video department as well. So I appreciate all the support, and I hope everybody stays safe out there. Don't drown, and have a good one.